Hello, guys. I'm Danny. Welcome to the podcast. Today, I am joined by Cole. I
Hey,
want to say something. Thank you. And today, we're going to be talking about Netflix shows that you might want to watch because obviously people have way too much free time on their hands due
that's
to
me.
this coronavirus. Yes, and just anywhere the podcast leads to. So, I think one show that Cole and I have both seen that we
Yes.
are not the proudest of watching, but obviously we have way too much time, is Too Hot to Handle that you may have heard of. How would you
I,
describe this show to everyone watching
um,
this?
it's basically your normal reality TV show, to be
Yeah.
honest.
And I think the concept of it is that these people that are known to be very attractive are put on like this island together and they're not allowed to do anything to each other or they lose
And
money.
yeah, they lose money after every time they do something sexual to each other.
Yeah, and it's a very cheesy show, but
Indeed.
you just somehow you get into it and you just hope that no one figures out that you watch the show. And then another show that we talked about that I have not finished yet, so this might be a little bit difficult to talk about, but it's called Outer Banks. It's a newer show that you may have also
Yes.
heard of.
It's very popular as of right now. And they are trying to find this treasure that the main character's dad was searching for.
They're all sort of poor, and they have
Yes.
the whole poor versus rich type
Mm,
problem
Yeah.
throughout the entire show. It's
hmm
10 episodes, right? Like
Yes,
45
10
minutes
episodes.
each.
Yep.
And then Tiger King. What is the title of that called? The full title?
Uh, it's just called The Tiger King,
The Tiger King.
and yeah,
And I haven't seen it at all, but Cole, if you have anything
it's a
to
very, it's also a very popular show on Netflix, and it's basically about the life of Joe Exotic and his zoo, and a girl named Carol Baskin. Joe
Oh,
Exotic and Carol Baskin go head to head against each other in like a zoo, like almost like a competition.
is that where that TikTok noise came from?
Yes,
Oh,
audio came from that show. The
oh, okay.
remix of like I think it was called Savage by Megan Thee Stallion.
Is it a reality show? Like, is the Outer
It's
Banks
almost
where
like a documentary.
it's not like scripted or set up at all?
Yeah, it's like clips from the past and everything. Like they go back to clips.
Like, I think they said Stranger Things was coming out with a new season soon, right? But that was
Yes, but that's been out for a long time. It says like there's a new season coming soon, but the season's been coming soon for like a year now.
yeah, and usually they come out in October. I feel like the last season came
Yeah,
out.
but I'm not sure if it's just the coronavirus delaying it.
Yeah,
Maybe they haven't finished it.
there've been a lot of shows like
They
all.
can't do much.
Have you seen All American?
Yes, I've seen that. That's
Yeah,
also a very good show.
I believe that they were gonna record a season 3 if I'm not mistaken, but they had to
Mm,
stop it because of this virus that they couldn't keep recording it any
yeah, it
longer.
sucks.
So I think maybe the same thing happened with Stranger Things. I'm assuming.
Maybe.
But yeah, All American. I know that show is maybe not as new, and probably a lot of you have seen it if you watch a lot of Netflix.
Mhm.
But that's like a sports. What is that?
Yeah.
Rudy, right? Rudy. Yeah, I would sort of compare it to that, except it's sort of a modern
Yeah,
day.
the yeah.
Yeah, the movie, and it's
Mhm.
just about this kid named Spencer, and he sort of comes from a poverty neighborhood and tries to make his way
Yeah.
up into the big leagues. And I would
Yeah.
definitely suggest watching it if you maybe play football or play sports or you're into that type of show on Netflix. Any other shows that you can think of that you've seen in the past?
Um, the 100.
Oh, the 100. Isn't that has
Yes.
like a lot of seasons, right?
Yes, it
I
has
can
a ton of
definitely,
seasons. I think it's like around like 7.
yeah, I
I've
can,
watched some. I watched that show within like maybe a month. I watched all 7
yeah, that can
seasons.
definitely fill up your time if
Yeah.
you watch all that. And
Yep.
they're like 30-minute episodes?
No, those are hour.
They're hour.
Hmm.
And how many episodes are in a season then? Is it like,
It's around like 16
jeez.
or 13, I think.
And are they coming out with new seasons, or is that like a closed show?
I don't know. They haven't said anything about announcing a new season, but it seems like they are with like because most shows have like the cliffhanger at the end that makes it look like
Oh,
they're gonna have a
okay.
new season.
But do you know, like, can you see when the last season came out?
Oh, here, let me see. Let me see. I think it
Yep.
was 2019.
If you're still watching this, then feel free to comment any questions you want to hear. I believe I heard something about states opening again
Mm.
from the coronavirus.
Yeah, I think I've heard about like businesses reopening too.
Yeah. And just that, like, some of the gyms are opening.
It it might be a risk
Yeah.
opening things early like this,
Yeah, but it
but
gives people hope.
it does give people hope, yes.
It's been a while like this. So they're saying Vermont, West Virginia, Montana, and Hawaii could open as early as May 4th.
Well,
So when you're hearing this, they are probably open with gyms. And I feel like that's like the worst, or not the worst thing, but
yes.
the last thing you would open, because that's just a bunch of people sweating on equipment and then
Exactly.
giving it to other people. Toll.
I believe it's starting to slow down, but the curve hasn't begun to
Yeah,
like
or at least with daily cases, is
go
slowing
down.
down.
Yes. Yeah.
Three
Mm.
million 550,000 cases is a lot of cases.
See now, in the United States, there's been 153,000 people that have recovered from.
Yeah.
So that's a good sign.
And by the way, everything we're saying, it's possible that it changes by the time you guys hear this.
Yes.
But today is May 3rd, and these are the numbers that we're seeing now, at least. Do you think school next year we're going to have to wear masks, even if we go back to school?
Uh,
You
I
think they're
don't
going
know,
to
man.
like require that?
Uh, Maybe,
Yeah.
but some people are thinking like that far ahead and
Yeah.
saying that it has the chance of us like affecting us for next year. Like some
Yeah.
schools not reopening until like January. I've
Huh.
heard stuff like that. Yeah. So it's almost like each country has their own issue with this coronavirus.
Yeah. It's just such a new thing for everyone, I
Yeah,
think, in this generation.
like we we started off 2020 with like the World War III
Yeah.
topic almost.
Yeah, almost got into
And
that.
now we've moved into like this big virus.
Mhm.
I mean, it's been it's
A
been a
rough
great
year.
year, you know. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't
it's
know how to
definitely
bounce back from that. What
yeah.
else happened? There
I
was the
think there
World
was
War
something
Three
else.
scares, the coronavirus. Oh yeah, the death of Kobe Bryant. That was big news.
That was, and then the decent amount of rappers died.
In Georgia, from what I've heard, is that Georgia's allowing teens to get their driver's license without actually having to be with someone taking a driver's
Oh
test,
wow,
and all
that's
they have to
crazy.
do is complete 40 hours of driving,
That's
and
crazy.
their parents can just sign them off and say that they did it. Because what are the DMVs going to do when there are
Yeah,
3 months of kids coming in and it's already packed there, from what I've heard? Because I'm obviously not old enough to drive yet, but it seems like a DMV is very packed a lot. So you can only imagine 3 months of
yeah.
people coming
A lot
in.
of people don't like going to the DMV. I've also heard.
Yeah. Also haircuts. Like I'm thinking about the
Oh,
smaller
I
things
saw.
like that. It's like how long is it going to take you to be on a
I
list?
mean, to be
And
most people are just shaving their heads at this point.
yeah, yeah, I've
Most
heard of that.
people either are growing out their hair or shaving their heads.
One or the other. It's hard to get a good haircut unless you're fortunate enough to have a parent who
Yeah,
is a barber or works at cutting hair.
yeah,
I feel like you better call right as they start opening again, because then the list
yeah.
is
Because
just
there's
gonna.
gonna be a ton of people that are gonna want a haircut.
Yeah.
Me personally, I think I've been letting my hair grow out
Are you
a
gonna
little bit
shave it though?
more.
Especially if this
I don't
goes
think I'm
on,
gonna shave it. No, I don't think I'm gonna shave it.
but you'll get
Like,
it cut down.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten it trimmed, and it seems like that's what I'm gonna continue doing. I don't think it should be shaved, but
Mm.
that is your choice to
Personally,
make.
I don't think I look the best in with a
Yeah,
shaved head.
with a buzz cut. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can agree with that. Is there any other news on that? Any other hope to look forward to? I think for a lot
Mm.
of the states, it's just waiting it out at this point. What about school? What do you think of online school?
Online school for me personally hasn't been that bad. As long as we're having half a days,
Yeah,
it's not that bad. And also for our school, we have Fridays off, which is really nice.
yeah, they got rid of our spring break.
They got rid of our spring break and they
Because
gave
what's the
us
point?
Fridays off.
What's the point of getting a week off when you can't even do anything or you can't go on vacation?
Yeah, stupid.
But yeah, I think it's a lot less stressful being in your own house. And
Definitely.
I find that surprising. I find it that, it takes a virus, a pandemic to realize that, the schools are stressful, like really stressful. And
Sure.
that it shows a huge difference when you're at your house. And I'm not saying, schools should just permanently be at your house. It's obviously easier to learn in school, but how much less stressful it is having half days where, you seem to be getting less work and you can't be lectured. And it's definitely different from anything I've ever done before.
Definitely. No one's used to this way of working unless you're like a parent and you work from home usually.
Yeah. Or you are an online school teacher.
Mm.
Yeah, but there are benefits. I remember seeing something that like showed all the benefits to everyone staying in their house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like pollution, things like that. When people are
Mm.
only driving when they really have to, is
I
that
guess.
there's something about the Arctic, like the ozone layer is gone, or
Oh yeah, the Arctic like
not the
the
ozone
ice
layer.
caps melting and stuff.
Yeah, that's slowly, or it's slowing down, is that it's not happening as rapidly.
Mm.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of climate benefits. I think that that was the main thing, that everyone is, obviously everyone has the right to be really stressed out because it's not really a time to think, oh yeah, there are so many positives to all these unemployments and people losing their jobs and things like that, but there are, when you can get past the
Yeah, it's
negatives to
definitely
it.
hard to see them, but they are there.
Video games, is that all you've been doing?
To be honest, mainly it's just a way to pass time when you don't have any work to do.
Yeah, what have you been playing?
There has been a new release of this game, Valerin. Riot Games released it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a closed beta. So you have to watch like streams, like
Oh,
Twitch streams, to be able to get a drop for the game. That allows the drop allows you to play the game. So if you don't have the drop, you can't play it.
yeah,
And I was lucky enough to get a drop, so that's been the main game I've been playing. They also just recently released a ranked system into the game.
yeah.
So personally, I think the game's just more fun with the ranked because you're getting placed with people around the
That you
same
can
skill level
actually,
as you.
yeah. And how many? Do you know how many people have the game? Like how rare of a?
Oh, it's been really popular on Twitch. I think it's the most popular thing on Twitch as of right now.
Yeah.
But I can look up the amount of people.
Like, do you know how long it's going to be a closed beta for? or when people can
Um,
start playing it themselves?
it shouldn't be that long.
Hmm.
I don't think it should be uh that much longer until it releases. It said this. I think it said the summer of 2020. So is the official release.
Oh, okay, so soon.
Yeah. All right. Valorant player count. There's 1.2 million players, which is still it's well, you also have to think about it. For most games, it might not be as high,
Hmm.
but still a closed beta, so
Yeah.
most people aren't even able to play it
Hmm.
because you have to watch these Twitch streams, and like out of all the people that are watching the Twitch streams with you, you just have to get lucky
What
and
does
get
that
one.
What does that mean? Does the Twitch streamer actually give it to you, or is it
No.
just put on the
So how
screen?
it's just a random system that you're watching a Twitch stream, and after like every hour you get a chance after every hour of watching the Twitch stream, you get a chance at getting a drop.
Oh, okay.
So I had to go through 3 days of watching Twitch streams without getting a drop until I got mine.
So it's not easy.
It is not easy because with all the people watching it, but they've also recently they've made it easier to get drops now.
Hmm.
They've made it a lot easier to get them, but I had to go through it. I had to do it the hard way.
Well, how
So
long? How long has it been open for, or how long
it
has
being,
people had the
I
chance
think,
to get into the game? Because maybe it is slowly becoming easier as it just.
um, I think it's let's see, maybe like 3 months now.
Oh, okay. So
Uh,
it's not a new game.
it's new. It's
Is it
definitely
popular?
newer.
Is it like a new popular game,
Yes,
or
it's
has
very
it?
popular.
Okay.
It's very
Has it
popular.
been popular though, since it came out?
Yes, it's been very popular because like all the streams are like sponsored by it.
Hmm.
A ton of like really popular streamers like Summit 1G, Shroud,
Hmm.
uh let's see. There's a ton of people that are playing it. Like a ton of people are moving
Yeah.
out of like their games like CS:GO. There's a ton of like professional CS:GO players moving to this game
Hmm. So
because
there's probably a big
people
future.
are saying Valorant's like an Overwatch and a CS:GO combined.
Oh, geez. So do you think it could be a big name? Like, do you know what company it came from?
Um, it's a Riot game. It's a Riot Games game.
Do they really have any other?
Is the developer, and the engine is the Unreal Engine they run on.
Do they have
It
any other
Riot
games?
Games is also the
Oh, League of
developers that
Legends.
released League of Legends. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a pretty big game. I think it's people still play it, right? Came out
Yes.
in
Yes.
2009.
It's still a very popular game.
I think that's
Popular
crazy.
game. Mhm.
Yeah, Drake.
Personally, I never liked League of Legends. It just looks so boring to me. But that's also
Yeah.
because I really never gave it a chance because I've never played it before.
Hmm.
I've watched it a little bit,
You didn't
but
find it interesting.
I didn't find it as interesting as like other games.
Yeah. Also, did you hear about Drake? He released a new album.
Ah, yes, the new Drake album.
Yeah, I think it's a
Uh,
14
Dark.
song mixtape. Yeah, Dark
Yeah.
Lane demo tapes.
Yes, Dark Lane. Yeah, Dark Lane demo tapes.
Yeah, it seems to be taking over the top charts at the moment, at least. I guess
Definitely
I guess it's been a while since a big named artist has released an album.
dropped the album. Yeah,
So I have yet.
especially since Drake has released an album. What was the last time let's see. Oh no, it was actually 2019 was the last time he dropped an album. That's surprising.
What was the album called?
Care Package.
Oh, was that what's the song called? What was that really popular song? The Trend, where people got out of their car and started dancing.
Oh, I think that was a single. I don't know if that was it. Hmm.
In My Feelings. Did
Yeah,
did
yeah.
that come out with that album?
Let me
Oh wait,
see.
that's part of Scorpion. That's
Oh yeah, that's Scorpion is from 2018.
yeah. It seems like he's a trend of releasing an album almost every year. Just kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
He also had he had the Tootsie Slide,
Tootsie Slide.
which was I think that was a single, maybe.
Yeah, but did that come out with the album, or at least is it part of the
Oh, let me.
album?
Ooh, yeah, it might be. Yeah, it is. It's part of the album. Dark Lane demo tapes. But it was like one of the pre-release songs before the album came out, but it's still part of the
Mm-hmm.
album.
Yeah, I wish it's a 49 minutes of songs. I wish I could talk about it. I really. I just
Mhm.
heard about this right before we started recording this, but I would
Mhm.
definitely suggest listening to that, especially because people that listen to music all the time, now they have nothing better to do. I think that's the key with anything right now, with video games or shows or music, like we've been talking,
Yeah.
is that
You just have so much more free time.
yeah, you can listen to music and play video games and watch TV and not have any other worries.
Lil Uzi Vert had his two albums, Eternal Take and Eternal Take Deluxe, come
Yeah,
out. I think that was like a month ago.
that was probably the
I love
album
those
before.
albums. I love those albums.
Yeah, what was your favorite song in the album?
Um, in Eternal Take, it was probably Silly Watch,
Mm-hmm.
and the Deluxe. Oof, I don't know. I'd have to look. Uh, The Deluxe had a ton of amazing songs.
Yeah,
Let's see. What do we have? Look. Um, Myron was really good. Lotus is really good. Um, Bean. Bean is
Bean.
really good.
It's
It's
an interesting name.
Bean. It's Bean.
It's an interesting name for a
It's
song.
actually a really good song. I actually love that song. It's probably my favorite song from the album.
Yeah,
Bean. Yeah, but there's also TikTok has been like making so many songs so popular that
yeah.
are like so many people that like you have never heard of before.
They just get popular on TikTok.
Exactly.
Have you ever like heard a song on TikTok and then just went straight to the full version and just loved the song so much that you just add it to your playlist? 'Cause-
Other than DaBaby's song "Find My Way,"
Yeah,
I first heard it on TikTok and I liked it, and then
yeah.
I saw his new album. Oh yeah, also DaBaby released a new album. That's
Oh, yeah. That was really recently, right?
mhm.
Yeah, that came out
Uh, he dropped
April
"Blame It on Baby."
17th.
Yeah,
Huh.
"Blame It on Baby." His song "Find My Way" is a tick was or yeah, it was a TikTok song, and I like that song a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the TikTok songs, I feel like almost TikTok kind of ruins the song
Yeah,
because I've
because
heard it so many times.
especially because it takes like it usually takes one of the best parts or the chorus of the
Mhm.
song and then it just plays it on repeat the more you hear it,
Exactly. And you just hear it so much.
or especially when you like that part of the song and then you listen to the
Hmm.
full song and it's like you just want to listen to that part so you don't
Hmm.
add the song. Yeah, a lot of people, I find it funny, a lot of people, how teenagers or basically anyone is very addicted to social media or just technology
Hmm.
in general,
Yeah.
that a lot of the people who stay inside all the time after school especially are the ones who are like going out and running when they're not supposed to be outside. It took a virus to make people realize I'm kind of bored of the inside, I kind of want to get out.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely showing people.
Yeah, or just a lot of people are being active. I feel like that seems to be
Oh,
almost a trend, is that
yeah,
people are
because
working out.
now that you have so much time, like you're working out more and you're just putting I feel like almost like putting more effort into like things
That
that
you
you wouldn't
like
yeah, that you wouldn't have been putting so much effort into
beforehand.
when yeah, before.
Yeah, I can't explain that. I feel like I've even gotten a sudden boost of motivation to do things when this virus hit. And it took a week or two after school, but then I think school takes so much out of me
Yes,
that
definitely.
it's hard to do homework and work out and listen to music and watch shows. Well, it's not hard to do that, but you feel like you have less time because you're in school from 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock every day. That you come home and then you have homework. There's only so much time you can spend to doing other things, but now you have nothing but time to spend doing other things. All right. Well, thank you for joining me on the podcast.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
I hope anyone who is somehow still listening to this enjoyed. Please feel free to drop any questions you have, and we can 100% answer them on future podcasts. And just let me know if you enjoyed it or not. Thank you for listening. See ya.